You have been your name is everywhere. I don't know if you know this or not in various racing forums. I mean, you're a racer, excuse me, a racer at heart. You want to spend as much time as possible on the track. Has that always been the case?
Um,
Or,
yeah,
or where did you pick it up?
it started with my dad. Like we used to go
Yeah.
to, to Wake County Speedway in Raleigh, and watch dirt cars. So it's always been a part of my life. My dad was a huge fan of the Indy 500. He started going in the 50s. Finally took me when I graduated from school. Couldn't understand why he'd never take me. And then I went and I'm like, oh, okay, I can see why I wasn't coming. Um, for any of those who've been to the Indy 500 and know what the
Yes.
snake pit is,
Snake pit.
I think
I
my
knew
dad
that
was
was
in the
coming.
middle of that. He'd been to Watkins Glen for the F1 race, been in the middle of that. Unfortunately, my dad was one of those kind of old school guys that didn't really talk to me a lot. But boy, I think he had some stories that he I wish he would have shared with me. But that
Yeah.
started it. And I've just always been a fan of racing, to be honest. I love the competitiveness of it. I love the team aspect of it. I love the engineering that goes into it. But I like the emotion of it, right? The noise and the sound. And I had a chance to go to Le Mans this year for the first time, and it's emotional for me. Like, grew up as a kid watching this stuff, and I'm like standing there on the grid, and it's hard for me to believe. And so it's just been a part of my life. The racing aspect itself, I had never really done. Like I'd gone to skip, like all of us. I've been to 50 Skip Barber classes, Bondurant. Like I've been through a bunch of performance driving schools. And even our company makes us get a performance driving license so that we can drive
Hmm.
prototypes.
Wow.
So that class was the first time I was in a semi-prepared race car. They're using old Scion FRSs, as a matter of fact, which is today's 86. And I'm like, this is kind of cool, right? And when you're working as much as I do, it's hard to like justify like, oh, let me go buy, a Miata or something and put it on the track. So we got into GR Cup, right? So GR Cup is sort of our beginning of our ladder in our motorsports program, and motorsports is under me. And I was like, well, if I'm sort of paying for it, which isn't me, it's Toyota. Like, I should do this. How hard can it be? So I went down to Skip Barber, got my license in Austin. And honestly, I had no idea what I was getting into. Like, you just, people think they can be race car drivers. And let me tell
Right.
you, they can't. It's something
No,
different.
it's so hard.
It is unbelievably hard. So like
Mentally,
I
mentally hard.
I showed up to start doing my training for this, and like all the guys, the professional coaches, and they were like, dude, we're so proud of you. Like, this is, and I'm like, what are these? I don't, why are they saying this stuff? Well, now I understand. Like, they knew what I didn't know, which was you are crazy to be doing this at 56 years old with zero experience. You're going to have a problem and you're either going to get hurt or damage a car. So
Uh,
I think they were amazed that like I could go out and not wreck the car, actually finish races. And it's just been this building. And what's really been good for me is now understanding car dynamics at a different level, so that when I'm talking to chief engineers about some of the great new GR products, for instance, that we're bringing to market, I can give them like candid feedback as a driver that I don't think I would have been able to do before. So I don't know how long I'll do it. I'm very blessed that the company allows me to do it. But I love it. It's funny because Aki always says like you shouldn't be a car executive if you don't know how to race a car.
hmm.
So I mean that was sort of my excuse. I'm like, well, Akio thinks,
Well, I was
and
going to say
did it on a lark.
you're in the right company because between Akio's efforts on the track and some others who have been in and around leadership, um, Sato-san also enjoys
Yeah,
racing too, doesn't he? I mean,
yeah,
there is a pedigree and a bright red line that runs through Toyota, which
yeah,
a lot of people might not know, especially if they think about a Corolla, for example, that is
yeah,
like serious racing. I mean,
yeah,
and you mentioned Le Mans and the rapid level of success that has occurred there within the company is also remarkable. I
yeah,
mean, you're wearing the T-shirt right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. The GR brand, which has this great history, we're bringing some new products to market, including a very special car here that we'll announce later this year. Um, but the GR brand itself, the history behind it, and once you understand it, creates a really authentic story around performance. These aren't badge cars. These are performance designed, engineered, track tested, race tested, and it goes all the way back, frankly, to the 2000 GT. As you know, and some of your listeners may know, the 2000 GT was really Toyota's first supercar, quote
Hmm.
unquote.
Hmm.
That car was developed by a man named Naruse. Mr. Naruse started out as kind of an accountant in the company, somehow ended up in the engineering section. He went on to go into a department called Engineering Department 7, which was the people that developed our first Can-Am car. It was called the Toyota 7. Then he went on to become our master driver. Now, this is where all this stuff connects, right? Akio was sort of a mid-level employee working through the company, and somehow met Mr. Naruse, and Mr. Naruse told him, like, you have zero ability to tell me how a car should be without being a performance driver. And it
Hmm.
started this relationship with him where he developed Akio as a driver. So that's where you can pick up and you can see this, the Gazoo Racing,
Hmm.
which was just a website that Akio was doing used cars with in Japan. But they started training together. And that started this pathway of Akio wanting to develop performance cars that represented Toyota. And so that's where the LFA came out of, right? And so you
Hmm.
may know Mr.
Yep.
Naruse passed
Yep.
away actually at Nürburgring um, while he was developing the LFA. So this next car is the next iteration. So every 20 years we come up with a car. The car I was describing that we're going to bring to market is the next logical. It's not an LFA replacement, but it's a proper sports car that I'm excited to talk to you and others about later this year. So it's in our DNA in an authentic way, is my point. We're not just badging cars and calling them performance. We are putting them on the track. We are racing them. We're breaking them. We're fixing them. And that's going into the road going cars. And so when you buy an 86, which I would tell you, I think is the finest sports car in the market for the price point,
Hmm.
you're getting all that engineering that we've developed through racing. And so it goes on through the lineup with the Corolla and the Supra, et cetera.